The human experience is built on the assumption of free will. We wake up, we make choices, we experience the consequences. But what if this perception of control is an illusion? What if our actions are predetermined by forces beyond our conscious awareness? This question has puzzled philosophers and theologians for centuries. And now, science is adding its voice to the debate. Neuroscience in particular presents compelling challenges to the traditional notion of free will. Brain imaging studies have shown that decisions we perceive as conscious choices might actually be initiated in our brains moments before we are even aware of them. These findings suggest that our conscious minds might not be the ultimate decision makers we believe them to be. Further complicating the picture is the influence of genetics and environment on our behavior. Our genes provide the blueprint for our brains, shaping our personalities and predispositions. Our upbringing, social interactions, and cultural norms further mold our values and beliefs, influencing our actions and reactions. If our biology and environment exert such a powerful influence, can we truly claim that our choices are freely made? Or are we merely playing out predetermined scripts, our actions the inevitable consequences of a complex interplay of nature and nurture? These questions strike at the heart of what it means to be human and have profound implications for our understanding of morality, responsibility, and the very fabric of society. The idea that we are not always in control of our actions might be unsettling, but it is supported by a growing body of evidence from psychology. Our unconscious minds, operating beneath the surface of our awareness, play a significant role in shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Take, for example, the phenomenon of priming. Studies have shown that exposure to certain words or concepts can influence our subsequent behavior, even if we are not consciously aware of the connection. Similarly, our emotional states, often driven by unconscious processes, can significantly impact our decision-making, leading us to make choices that we might regret in a more rational state of mind. These findings challenge the notion that our conscious minds are the sole drivers of our actions. Instead, they paint a picture of a constant interplay between conscious and unconscious processes, with the latter often exerting a powerful, if unseen, influence on our choices. This is not to say that we are mere puppets controlled by our unconscious minds. We retain the capacity for reason, reflection, and conscious choice. However, recognizing the significant role of unconscious influences can help us become more aware of the factors that shape our decisions and potentially make more deliberate and informed choices. The evidence from neuroscience and psychology seems to paint a rather deterministic picture, suggesting that our actions may be predetermined by factors beyond our conscious control. This raises the question, is free will merely an illusion? If our actions are predetermined, can we be held responsible for them? Compatibilism, a philosophical perspective, attempts to reconcile the deterministic view with the notion of free will. Compatibilists argue that free will, while perhaps not absolute, can coexist with determinism. They define free will as the ability to act according to one's desires and motivations, even if those desires and motivations are themselves determined by prior causes. In this view, a person is free if they act according to their own internal desires and are not coerced or constrained by external forces. For example, if I choose to eat a piece of cake because I'm craving something sweet, I'm acting freely even if my craving for cake is the result of my genes, my upbringing, or my current blood sugar level. Compatibilism offers a way to preserve the notion of free will and moral responsibility in a world where our actions are shaped by a complex web of causal factors. The question of free will is a complex and multifaceted one with no easy answers. Scientific evidence suggests that our conscious experience of choice might be influenced by unconscious processes and predetermined factors. Yet we also have the capacity for reason, reflection, and the ability to make choices that align with our values and goals. Perhaps the key lies in embracing the paradox. We can acknowledge the limitations of our free will, recognizing that we are not always in control as we might believe, while also embracing our capacity for agency and responsibility. This nuanced perspective allows us to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, while also cultivating compassion and understanding for ourselves and others. The quest to understand free will is ultimately a journey of self-discovery, By exploring the interplay of our biology, environment, and conscious experience, we can gain a deeper understanding of what it means to be human. Whether or not we ultimately possess absolute free will, the very act of contemplating this question can empower us to live more conscious, deliberate, and meaningful lives.